All right. So we've got Cooper Hawk here. He's one of the managers that we've got on in the Forge region, and he's basically building teams, doing sales on his own. So Cooper, thanks for hopping on the call with me. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So let's just kind of start with how did you get involved in door to door? Because we're coming up on your is it going to be your third summer?
Third year. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So
So I
two
got
years ago,
involved.
how did you get involved?
Yeah. So I got involved basically from a LinkedIn text from one of my leader then was Cooper Powell, and I just got a text on LinkedIn, and it was crazy because it was about a text. A month later, another text from him. A month later, I texted him again, and then I just kind of just said, you know what, I'm just gonna just stick it out and just see what he has to say. And we got on a call, and it just worked out right from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And when you were going through that interview process, what kind of made you want to come out and kind of join that team and kind of make that leap of faith into something that you've really never done before?
So basically, before I even did door to door ever, I was a valet, and I worked two jobs: valet and at a grocery store. I worked from like 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. shifts, and then two to close, two to like midnight, basically doing valet at a country club right after. And what I heard was just all commission based, and I don't know. I'm always a competitor, and I just kind of like that. When basically my leader was saying it was all commission based, I was like, I mean, you got to put your all in this, and that's all I do. I always put out everything, 100% everything I do. So I was kind of like in the competitive side, and just you got to have a lot of confidence, and that's kind of why I went with it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. If you could kind of remember back before your first summer, what were kind of your thoughts, or how did you feel before coming out for your rookie summer?
I was terrified. Didn't know anyone.
Yeah.
I was super nervous about it, but then it's just we were in Wisconsin. We were living in Madison, Wisconsin. We were in the Milwaukee territory over there, and I was terrified. Didn't know anyone. Never even met my leader until I literally got there, and it was terrifying until the end of that summer, and I realized it's one of the best summers I actually ever had in my life. I
Hmm.
worked. It was just showed me discipline and everything. It was great.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. That's pretty crazy. A lot of the times, we bring in guys that somebody knows friends wise, and that's a pretty big commitment on your end to come out when you've never really met any of these guys. And really, it's even more test to kind of who you are as a person, because being able to succeed in that environment sometimes is tough for people. So
hmm
that's great. I love that story. Um, did you have any concerns before coming out? Obviously, you said you were nervous, but were there any kind of like concerns that you were kind of battling with in your head that, like, I don't know, man, this might not work out?
Yeah, it was just doubts from family. They didn't want me to do it. They didn't think I was going to sell a dang thing. They were like, no one's going to buy that. No one's going to buy that. Mom, dad, they tried finding every single job in the book from their friends. Hey, you could be a bar back at this. You can do this. Stay here. Stay close to home. Don't go there. You're not. If anyone walked up to my door, no one's going to buy that. And
Hmm.
then it was just all the doubts that just literally fired me up. I was
Yeah,
going to prove it all wrong.
that's awesome. How much did you make your first summer? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think it was right around 46 to 48,000. I sold 156 in revenue, 328 accounts. Average contract value was right around like 513.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. That's I mean, that's a really good rookie summer. And what were kind of the reactions from those people that you said were kind of doubting you a little bit when you told them that's what happened?
I mean, usually like the upfront pay just during the summer, my mom was freaking out. You get paid 24 hours after whatever, like the 50, 75, or 100 after they get serviced. And yeah, my mom was freaking out. She was thinking I was doing something crazy. She was like, "How are you making this much?" I was getting
Yeah,
like 400, 600, and she was freaking out. She
that's
couldn't believe it.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Did she kind of? I mean, has she come around kind of to the whole thought of it? Because obviously you're going into your third summer. This is something that you're looking to build on, and you've been really successful at it. So I guess now that you've done it for a couple of years, how has her mindset kind of switched her around? having her
She
doubts.
now she really hears me out in everything I really say. She trusts what I say. She's like, you know, I I'm gonna trust you a lot more than me just being your mom. I'm gonna be your companion more and just be with you on this process. I'm gonna hear you out a lot more. I mean, it's good to hear that though. It's good to
Yeah.
hear that you got to prove everyone wrong, and no one's heard of door to door really until you do it, and then it's
Hmm.
like, whoa,
Yeah.
this is fun. This is fun.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's great. So, what either your rookie summer or this most recent summer? What are one or two highlights during the summer that you've experienced,
Um, One or two highlights.
or just good
Uh,
experiences?
yeah, good experience is always meeting the people, the culture, just being around everyone that you're gonna meet, like wherever they are. If they go to LSU, if they go to UCLA, if they go to like UCF or something like crazy like that, you're gonna meet so many people from like all around the nation that
Hmm.
just go to like colleges there or whatever, and it's just I think it's the biggest part is just friendships that you're gonna meet, the networking that you get around it, the culture. Everyone's just dudes being dudes. It's amazing. Just
Hmm.
amazing culture. I think that's mainly just the biggest highlight. Is just we're all out there grinding, working our butts off, and it's amazing.
Hmm. No, that's awesome. Yeah. Um, Transitioning kind of into your rookie summer, what's one thing that you wish you were told, before jumping into it? Obviously, you only had a couple weeks to kind of get prepared for your rookie summer, but if looking back, was there something that you kind of wish you were better prepared for that first summer?
Um, I mean, then again, like I said before, I only had 2 weeks. I think it was like six or eight trainings in those 2 weeks that I had while my leader was on the doors. He'd be driving home at nighttime, just calling me to like
Mm-hmm.
start training me for a little bit. But the biggest thing, your question was, what do I think I learned more of?
Mm-hmm.
I think I wish I did a lot more regurgitating, like just do my pitch repeatedly and knowing my pitch more fluent instead of like stuttering or whatnot. Just knowing your pitch, and then when you know your pitch, then you can flow right off of it and move with your own type of pitch. You can see what works for people and what works for yourself. Yes, get that pitch down, but then know go to your own pitch, how you talk, not how others talk.
Right. Yeah, no, that's great. That's one of the big things that we try to harp on with rookies is you have your own personality, and tailoring that pitch to kind of who you are as a person definitely helps a lot.
Hmm.
So it was about 48,000 in income for you your first summer. This second summer, you had a team, and you crushed it personally when it came to your production. What how much money are you set to make from this most recent summer?
So this most recent summer, I did less accounts sold. I did 308, but a higher contract value at I think it was like 724. Went right around like 220 and generated revenue of 220,000. So I'm right around with three guys. I brought out myself right around 112,000.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's kind of crazy because there's not many jobs at. And how old are you again?
Just turned 21 moving into this summer. So yeah.
So yeah, there's not many jobs as a 20, 21 year old where for one, your first year you can make 50,000 just under, and your second
Hmm.
year you can basically double your income.
Yeah.
There's not many salary jobs that at your second year they're just going to give you 100% increase on your salary. So having that happen to you, I mean, how does that make you feel being able to put yourself in that position?
I mean, it feels great. Paid off all my college because I'm at Ohio State,
Hmm.
and I pay for everything myself. I It's one of those. A lot of people get other stuff paid for them, like from their parents or whatever. They help them
Hmm.
out. I have not had anything ever helped out for me, and I think it's a big thing that I actually like it because it makes me want to work harder for every single dollar I make.
Hmm.
So I paid off all my college. I'm all up to no loans, never got a loan in my life just because I was always working 3 jobs, 2 jobs. And then this just exponentially helped out a lot more with everything, just being a lot more debt free when I'm out in college.
Absolutely. Yeah, it gives you an upper hand on a lot of kids or a lot of guys, your age, kind of graduating
Hmm.
college with a bunch of debt. You're not going to be in that position. So I think that's awesome. That's great. So if you were to, give one piece of advice or even multiple pieces of advice to somebody that's never done this before, that's kind of coming in, might be a little nervous about it, but is has that kind of work ethic, that drive to want to be successful. What would you tell them coming into their very first summer to be successful?
Get ready to have discipline. If you don't got
Mm-hmm.
discipline, it's going to be a very tough job for you. You got to have discipline. You got to have short term memory. You got to go on a door. You might get crapped on. They might yell at you. They might
Mm-hmm.
say you're not a good guy. And
Mm-hmm.
you got to have a short term memory. Every door is a new opportunity. You got to remember that in your head. Every door could be a sale. Come with confidence every single door. That's the biggest key of this whole door to door like life. You have to have confidence. You have to have confidence more than anyone out there. If you don't got confidence in what you're selling, then that person, that customer, potential customer, does not have confidence in you. You
Mm-hmm.
have to have confidence. When you have
Absolutely.
that, man, you're going to be really good at this.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's probably one of the better pieces of advice for sure. Last question for you. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being, and this is kind of your rookie summer, but 10 being like it was much harder than you had anticipated, 1 being it was way easier than you had anticipated. How would you kind of rank this job on that scale?
So when I was a rookie, I actually was doing 12 credits of school at the same time of doing door to door. So whenever someone says like, "Oh, I'm going to be doing 6 credits of this summer," I can't do this job. I'm working 6 days a week. No, I did 12 credits, and I still did 156,000 in revenue. And yes, with that 12 credits and door to door my first year, yeah, it was a solid 9.5 out of 10. But was it
Yeah.
the best summer of my life? Yes, it was. I thought my rookie year, I learned so much. I made great friends, and it just showed me so much about everything. Just discipline, doing school right in the morning, working out, school, going right to work all day until 10 p.m., doing school from 10 to midnight, waking up at 6, go back to the gym, do school again for another hour. At lunchtimes, do school. I It was a solid 9 on that scale, only with school, but the door to door just alone, I'd give it, once you learn it after that solid first 1 to like 3 weeks, that first week to about 3 weeks, yes, it's about a 9 out of 10. Once
Hmm.
after about a month of actually being out there and you're starting to go through it now and you're starting to know everything, oh, it's going to go down to an easy 3 out of 10, easy 5 out of 10. You're going to know exactly what you're doing after that.
Yeah.
But you just got to stick it out and you got to just trust the process. That's all it is.
Absolutely. Yeah. So one thing I've noticed with you is you're definitely a really hard worker. I think that was instilled in you before door to door. But has door to door, or I guess how has door to door changed you as a person since you started?
Um, I would say it just, I don't, how has it changed me? It just gives me more, I feel like it gives me a lot more, just my communication skills, I think, have very much excelled. My confidence levels in life now very much excelled. I think those are the biggest 2 aspects that door to door has probably changed me, is my confidence and my communication. Just knowing I can just talk to anyone in any scenario at all. I could just talk to them and just fluently talk without even being nervous, without even stuttering at all. I
Hmm.
think those, and then just confidence coming up to someone or whatever, or talking in an interview, maybe for like a new sales like job if you want that in life, or if you want to be an engineer, just going in an interview with just utmost confidence with it. It's just those are the 2 biggest things: confidence and then communication. That's probably changed me big time.
Absolutely. No, that's great, man. Well, That's all I had for you today. I appreciate your time, taking the time on a Sunday, and I look forward to kind of building and growing with you because I think it's going to be great.
Yep. All right. Thank you,
Uh,
Donnie.
you're welcome, brother. See ya.
See ya.